So welcome to another episode of Above the Fold. Hope you've been really enjoying all the content on my channel, and be sure to subscribe because I'm going to be continually building up the channel with new content and new looks, so we don't want you to miss out on anything. So for today, I'm actually going to be doing a smoky eye look. I would describe it as a gunmetal gray smoky look that I think, although this sounds pretty contradictory, that it's a great everyday look that you could wear. And I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to rock this look every day and still make it look like a natural everyday look. So without further ado, let's get started. So I've actually already prepped and primed my face. If you want to know about the products that I use to do this, go ahead and check out some of my previous videos. I did talk about the different products and brands that I personally like to use. And without further ado, I'm going to start off with the eyeshadow now that I've prepped and primed the face. So I've shown this in previous videos, but I use the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So I'm going to apply this to my lids. Okay, now that I have done that, I'm going to start going in with my eyeshadow. So again, I mentioned it in previous videos, but I am a lover of all Too Faced products. And today I'm going to be using the Too Faced White Chocolate Bar Palette. So I actually recently just bought this palette. I think Too Faced had this crazy sale during summer, and a lot of the palettes were heavily discounted, so I thought I might as well give this palette a try. I did see a lot of negative reviews about it online, so I was a little bit hesitant, but I do have this huge growing Too Faced eyeshadow palette collection, and I felt like I needed to continually add to the eyeshadow palettes that I have. And actually, surprisingly, I've been having a pretty good experience with the palette so far. I do agree with some of the reviews about how some of the colors are a little bit chalky and not as pigmented, but I guess the colors that I use in rotation, they're pretty pigmented, so I haven't really run into any issues so far. So this one, again, smells like chocolate, as all Too Faced palette smell, and I am actually going to be going in, let's see, my first color. I'm going to be going in with this color here, Cake Batter, this one. This is just a really good, like, overall base color. So I've been using it as a base for all of my looks. So again, I have a lot of lid space, so I just freely apply this all over the lids. And now I'm going to start. So again, I'm going to be doing the vertical gradient style look for my monolids. I did mention in a previous video that I've been brooming with all these ideas. I've seen a lot of different looks online that you can do with monolids. One of them being the fake cut crease. And then also I saw a floating eyeliner, that kind of thing. So I'm definitely going to create those as future topics and looks that I'm going to be featuring. But today I'm just going to stick with something that I've been doing every day, which is a vertical gradient gunmetal gray smoky eye look. So after this, I'm actually going to go in. So essentially with the vertical gradient, you want to start with the base color, and then as you get closer to your eyelashes layer, you want to get darker and darker, creating this gradient look. So the second color I'm going to choose, which is supposed to be like a medium shade, is going to be this color. It's called Guilt Free. It's like this light gray color. I'm going to start packing that on. And again, just getting closer and closer to the lash line. And after that, I'm going to go in with the darkest shade, which is going to be called Smoked Sea Salt. It's basically like a pretty deep gray look. So just getting it closest to the lash line. Also, another thing I like to do is bring it into this kind of outer V look and then connect it to the bottom of the eye. So it creates this more like connected and interesting look. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. We can always fix it later. Now I am going to go in with another brush and start highlighting the inner corners. With this color, actually I'm going to use a combination of two. This palette actually has quite a few selections of highlighting colors. One of them being, it's called Exotica right here. And then there's another one called Indulge. Just like really glittery, pretty highlighting colors. And I normally do this to just open up the eyes. And then also just with, especially when you're doing like such a dark and smoky look, it helps just like brighten the look a bit and just make the colors not as harsh and overwhelming. So that's typically why I like to do that. And I mentioned this in other videos, but I like to bring some of the color or some sort of color down to the bottom lash area, just because later when I apply mascara and I may have fallout throughout the day, it's not going to look as noticeable. And also I think it makes the look more cohesive and interesting. So I'm actually going to go on with the Smoked Sea Salt, oops, right here, and I'm going to bring it to the bottom lashes. Now I'm going to start lining my eyes. So I know in previous videos I mentioned I use both the Clinique eyeliner and also the Stila eyeliner, which are my favorite liquid liners. Here they are. But recently I actually started using the Lorac Pro eyeliner as well. I believe Ulta had a sale over the summer where a lot of the items were heavily discounted, so I did go ahead and purchase that as well. And that one actually works really well. And it's very precise as well. So it's great for drawing like an extended or a cat liner. So I'm actually going to start with the Clinique one. I'm just going to bring it out, extend it out, because I think that shape looks really aesthetically pleasing, especially, well, for my monolid. And I think it will look good on a lot of other monolids as well. Okay, so now that I've lined my eyes, I am going to do a trick which I've talked about in my previous videos, which is, I feel like with the black liner itself, it looks very harsh. So I tend to like to go in with another eye pencil color that's a lighter shade and just trace over the black so that it doesn't look very harsh. Especially with monolids, you often have to draw a thicker line over the eyelid. So when you close your eyes, it just looks very harsh. So this is the eye pencil that I've been using, which is a 24/7 Urban Decay eyeliner in the color Stash, just a pretty green color. Yeah, let me know if any of you guys do this trick as well with monolids. So I just tend to just trace over the black. Another thing I feel like happens when you trace over the black is that when you start going in with the mascara, your lashes just are more visible and prominent. So now I'm going to go ahead and curl the lashes and apply the mascara. So I'm using the same eyelash curler that I used in my previous videos, which is the Shiseido one. Just going to go ahead and curl the lashes. And I'm going to be using the Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. Okay, so now I'm finished applying the liner, the mascara, and now this is a totally optional step. I have this Stila Enchanted eye set that has a set of glittery liners and, actually not liner, glittery eyeshadows. And given that it's the holidays, I just like putting some glittery eyeshadow over my eyeshadow that I have applied. I just think it gives it a very festive holiday look and really further brightens the eyes. But this is totally optional, and if you think it's too much for an everyday look, feel free to skip it. So I'm actually going to be using, this one's called Diamond Dust, and so I don't really put too much, but I just kind of put it in the corners of the eyes, going to the middle of the eyelid, and I think it just adds a festive twist to your look and brightens up the look. So now that I'm done with the eyes, I am actually going to apply the blush and then the highlighter, and we are pretty much done. So I'm going in with the Perfect Flush Blush from Too Faced. I use it in the other videos as well. So I've applied the blush, and now I'm going to go in with my Mary Lou Manizer highlighter and just brush it to the tops of the cheekbones into the nose bridge. Okay, so that is it, and now I'm going to finish off the look with some lipstick. I think when you have this smoky, overwhelming look, it's great to go in with a nude or light colored lipstick, just so that the whole look overall is not overwhelming and it's wearable on an everyday basis. So I'm going in with this Tarte Lip Sculptor Lipgloss in the color of Cartwheel, and I believe I also got this when there was this Amazon Prime Day deal. What I love about this lipstick is it's dual-sided, so the other side there's lip gloss. And I think it just creates this everyday, like, pretty lovely look. And it's pretty close in shade to my actual lip color. So again, I'm not an expert in applying lipstick, so if I kind of misapply it or a little bit of a smear, it's not as noticeable. But this is it. So this is my look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys can wear it on an everyday basis at the same time. Make it festive for the holidays. And yeah, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!